While the Portuguese focused on finding an eastern route around Africa into the Indian Ocean, the Spanish pursued a radically different strategy, sailing westward across the Atlantic. Their goal was the same: reach the markets of Asia, but their route transformed world history. Although Spain entered the age of exploration later than Portugal, the Spanish crown possessed greater resources, enabling it to build a vast overseas empire that would dwarf Portugal's trading post network. The key figure in launching this empire was Christopher Columbus. Columbus, an Italian from Genoa, sailed under the sponsorship of Ferdinand and Isabella of Spain. Contrary to a persistent myth, no educated European in the 15th century believed the earth was flat. Since antiquity, scholars, from the ancient Greeks onward, knew the earth was round. The disagreement was over its size. Columbus believed the earth was far smaller than most experts thought. Based on this miscalculation, he reasoned that by sailing west for about a month, he would reach the eastern shores of Asia. Columbus secured royal backing in 1492, a year of enormous symbolic and political significance for Spain. That year marked the end of the Reconquista, the centuries-long struggle to expel Muslim rule from the Iberian Peninsula. With the fall of Granada, Ferdinand and Isabella now possessed both the resources and the national confidence to finance overseas exploration, and they also hoped that a westward route would bring new wealth while spreading Christianity. Thus, Columbus set out on his voyage, unaware that a vast landmass, the Americas, stood between Europe and Asia. In 1492, Columbus reached the Caribbean, but he never set foot on mainland North or South America. Instead, he explored the Bahamas, the coast of Cuba, and Hispaniola, modern-day Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. Until his death, Columbus believed he had reached islands near Asia rather than an entirely new continent. He returned to the Americas 3 more times, continually searching for what he thought was a route to the Asian mainland. However, other Europeans soon realized that he was mistaken. As word spread of these newly encountered lands, additional European voyages soon followed. John Cabot, Giovanni Caboto, a Venetian sailing for King Henry VII of England, explored the New England coastline, laying the foundation for early English claims in North America. In 1500, Pedro Álvares Cabral, sailing for Portugal, was blown off course and accidentally landed in Brazil, securing Portugal its only major colony in the Americas. Meanwhile, Amerigo Vespucci, a Florentine explorer, participated in several voyages and wrote vivid letters describing these lands, which circulated widely throughout Europe. Vespucci was among the first to argue that the territories discovered by Columbus were not part of Asia, but instead constituted a new world, and his writings eventually inspired mapmakers to label the continents America in his honor. While both Spain and Portugal explored the New World, their approaches differed significantly. Portugal focused on building a trading post empire centered on commerce and control of key maritime routes, prioritizing profitable exchange over large-scale settlement. In contrast, Spain established a vast territorial empire through extensive colonization, conquest, and settlement across the Americas. As a result, Spain soon came to dominate much of the New World, extending its influence from Mexico to the Caribbean and deep into South America, reshaping the course of global history.